Okay, now you can probably hear me. Let me know. Every time my computer has to update, it like resets all my devices and it's really annoying. I don't understand why that happens. It's so stupid. It's the same device. You shouldn't have to change the name of it to the exact same thing that I have to switch it to. Let's try that again. Hello, welcome back to Metroid Prime 4 Hard Mode. We're in Ice Belt. We're like halfway through Ice Belt. It's been over a week since we streamed last time, but we're back now and we're actually talking this time. And Lime Knight, good to see you. Thanks for checking out the Dread Randomizer and then hopping in on the live as well. We're happy you're here and Agent Alex is back. I think we got a couple others lurking in here so far too. But yeah, we are here. Tokabi. Oh yeah, we also are playing with the voices muted and I think we're kind of committed to that at this point because it's kind of funny. So we're just kind of running with it. So hopefully that's chill. I gotta remember what all we did though. It's been a while. It's been like a long week for me, honestly. I was a little under the weather for a couple days this week, kind of literally, because it was like 70, 60 some degrees outside, really nice for a while. And then just randomly it snowed and dropped to like below freezing for a couple of days and then right back to hot. And that just messed me up in all kinds of ways. My allergies were starting to pop up when it was warm before, and then it dropped to cold and then back to warm, and I just got, yeah, I got thrown for a loop. But I'm doing mostly better now. Little bit of that like pressure here kind of, but I think we're doing better overall. After watching Dread and now this, curious, do you prefer 2D Metroid or 3D? I'm gonna be honest, I kind of prefer 2D. I really do. Which is funny because I like for Zelda, for example, I think overall I prefer 3D Zelda games. So I almost expected that to be the case for me with Metroid, but it really wasn't. I like Prime 1 quite a bit. Prime 2 is really fun. I enjoyed Prime 3 even. This one I like a little less than all of those. But yeah, overall I think 2D Metroid is kind of where it's at for me. That's what I prefer. Pardon me for wandering a bit here because I have to remember what we have done. I don't remember. Once I can get myself together, which I'm planning to start working on it today a little bit, but I did do a Prime 2 randomizer a while back, and it will become an edited video just like those others. I'm going to try to work on the intro a little bit like here today and get some of that done. But I'm excited to see how that video comes out compared to the other ones. I think it's going to be cool. There we go. I was going to say, come on, man. You're right there. Let's go. TK code fragment. We got this. Dude, it feels like it's been like a year since I played this. It's only been like a week, but it feels like a lot longer than that. How have you guys been doing for this past week or more since I saw you last? Tried Prime 1 for the first time when Remastered came and all the hype about that game for all the years. Finally played it. Honestly thought it was pretty mid compared to 2D. Yeah, I don't entirely disagree. I really like Prime 1, I will say. I think it's adapted well to be 3D and still kind of retain some of that Metroidvania flair and spirit. Whereas this one does not do that as well, which is a lot of the issues with this game. But yeah, I'm gonna be so real, like given the choice, I'm grabbing 2D every time. I really am. As much as I do like Prime 1, if I had to choose, I'm playing 2D every time. That's just a fact. That is just a fact. We got a lot of doors here. Respect on the 2D Metroid. Personally, I prefer 3D since I grew up on the Prime games, and that's fine. That's fine. Kind of like growing up on a game like that for sure has a big effect on you too, right? So if you have that kind of like nostalgia, or if it was like kind of your game when you were younger, like that just makes total sense. Which for a lot of reasons, that's probably why I prefer 3D Zelda, because that's what I mainly played before I really did any of the 2D. So that could be a factor with that too. Nostalgia is a heck of a drug, but still. I thought Dread is honestly the best Metroid. I don't disagree. I think the only one that's close to hitting that spot for me is Super. I think top 2 Metroids for me is Dread and then Super. Oh man, Super remake with Dread art style and speed would go so hard. That would go so hard. I really want to see that. And there's some rumors of a Super remake, so I'm really hoping that we end up with something like that. Very much so, because that would be so sick. You're the same with Zelda? Yeah, something about 3D Zelda just really clicks for me. The 2D I enjoy as well. Like, some of those are really good, but 3D just hits, I feel like. Can I break this or no? I love the creepy sound that they make. Give Super Metroid the old FF7 remake treatment. Oh my gosh. Hopefully not with some of the story changes, but with the level of care and attention to detail, yes, absolutely. And I like FF7 remake, but I wouldn't want the alternate reality type of stuff popping and all of that. But yeah, that would be awesome. We talked about it on the last stream, but there's a sequence in this game in Volt Forge where you're a morph ball and it goes kind of 2D and it has like a lot of depth to it and some really cool lighting. That is what I would love to see for Super, like a really highly polished, highly detailed, just like gorgeous lighting and detailed backgrounds, but the same world, same pretty much everything, and just add some speed to the general gameplay with like some dread mechanics. That would be absolutely amazing. That would be the coolest thing ever. Super rad. Yeah, this game to me, unfortunately, fairly mid. That's kind of why we're playing it right now, because I want to go through the hard mode. We're not 100%ing. I'm just trying to like beat it, essentially. Get it clear on hard mode, and then this is a way to just kind of like chat about the game while we were all together too. But I am excited to complete this as well, I will say. That way I can be done. It's not like that. It's not like, oh, this is the worst game ever, I hate playing it, but it's just, it's not great. It's not amazing. I can't really, oh no, I do have fire. I forgot I had fire. Okay, there we go. Gotta pull that down. Did that turn something on, or do we just need to read this? Do you think you'll do another 2D Metroid randomizer video? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Most definitely. I have kind of a different challenge idea in Zelda planned after this. But after that, then we're definitely going to do another 2D Metroid randomizer type of video. Guaranteed. So it's going to be a Zelda challenge with some dice and bingo after this that I'm going to stream and then edit. But then we're definitely going to do a 2D randomizer of some sort. And it might even be a multiplayer deal. Potentially, or it might just be me. I don't know. We'll see who's available and what's going on, but there was an idea. There have been several ideas on doing something like that as well. So that could be in the works. Might be a 2-player situation. Would love to see a Zero Mission video. That would be fun. I like that. It's funny because that game is like a little bit more linear, so you would think it wouldn't lend itself to randomizing, but I think it kind of does. Because it kind of just, it directs you a little bit, but you do have some freedom in exploring too, and things getting shifted around doesn't necessarily break the game entirely, so that would be fun. But yeah, I want to do more of those definitely, and then even just like some multi-world type shenanigans and stuff like that. So there's lots of that in the works to try as well. I don't know, Lime Knight, if you saw the update video. But part of the reason why we've been kind of slow on jumping on doing more of that is just IRL stuff. But I started school here recently, learning to be a barber. So I was working on getting that all set up. So we did Hollow Knight and Silksong streams to kind of kill some time and just have fun because I wanted to play those games. And then this one is a similar deal. This one is to be able to do the lives and discuss with you guys and kind of hang out. But it's also going to give me some time to edit the Prime 2 video. Oh, here we go. Pop. Congrats on school, maybe? Question mark. Nah, I know what you meant. Thank you. Thank you. It's been really good. It's been fun. I've been tired for sure because I have to drive a little bit, so I have to get up like way earlier than I normally do, but it's been a good time. I'm excited to keep going with it for sure. It's been a lot of fun. All right, let's see. With the Zelda talk, thoughts on Breath of the Wild style Zelda versus old school? That's a good question. I really think... So I like both. I definitely like both. I will say after Tears of the Kingdom, I really enjoyed the game. I haven't gone back to it yet, which I need to. But I was definitely thinking that we kind of need to go back to some more traditional type stuff. In my mind, I think the sweet spot for Zelda is in the middle. I really do. I love the Breath of the Wild stuff, a lot of it. The thing that I'm done with the most with it, I think, is so much of the story happening at different times and then us finding out about it. I think we need more in-moment occurrences and more in-moment story, but with more traditional like dungeons and things of that nature. I think the exploration in the open world is sick, but the dungeons kind of suffered a little bit. I think to me, the best like other game example of how Zelda could be built is Elden Ring. Because in Elden Ring, the open world is huge and vast and filled with a lot of things to discover and find. But then when you hit a dungeon, it's like equally big. Like Stormvale Castle feels like Dark Souls 1 attached to an open world. So I think if we had that in Zelda where you have these big open spaces, but then you discover a dungeon and it's also big and sprawling with multiple levels and keys and all these different things to find, that would be sick. That would be awesome. Not a huge Breath of the Wild style fan. Missed Twilight Skyward for 3D and want more 2D style love too. Yeah, more 2D Zelda would be sick. I think we need a Zelda 2 remake. I've never completed Zelda 2, but I'm really intrigued by it. But just graphically, obviously, it's pretty rough. There are some fan remasters, I think, that I am tempted to try. But I think we need a Zelda 2 remake. Seasons and Ages would be nice too. I'm very, like, honestly behind on the 2D Zeldas. I want to play some more of them. Do I need to go to this terminal? I know we opened that. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm just being dumb. Can I do it from this far away? Your favorite Zelda is Minish Cap? I have not played Minish Cap. I really want to, though. I've started it like so many times, but I just have never actually like locked in and done it. And I really got to do it. I got to do it. Let's see. Okay. That should be all we needed there. And we can get out of here. What I have played of Minish Cap, which was a while ago, admittedly, but it was really good. But it's one of those things where I was just kind of like messing with it and was in the middle of too many other games and just didn't fully commit to it. My favorite Zelda is Twilight Princess, though, which is somewhat potentially related to nostalgia because it is my first Zelda. But I just love the world and story of Twilight Princess. It's so good. It's so good. Love a style mix of Skyward and Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that would be awesome. And Skyward Sword had really good dungeons too. Like, people like to poo-poo on Skyward Sword for different reasons, but the dungeons and the music too, but the dungeons were really, really good. So like, do the exploration of Breath of the Wild with some Skyward dungeons and that would go pretty hard. Couldn't stay long, just wanted to give your stream some love. Hope everything goes well. See you later, Bandit. All right, sounds good, Lime Knight. Thanks for hopping in. It was nice chatting with you. We'll catch you later, hopefully. Have a good Saturday. But yeah, I would love to see that dungeon quality of Skyward Sword with the world quality of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That would be very, very awesome. Boink. These little dudes are annoying. They're kind of a pain. Let's see. I think the last one is in here, possibly. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I remember that pod coming down at least. life preservation. This part was honestly really cool initially, and it still is pretty cool. Very Resident Evil lab-like in this section. Discoveries and all. Like there's a zombie here. Thank you for your TK code, sir. Wow, that's a lot of pods up there. Wrong way. These move really slowly. Whoa, that is the opposite. It was actually the right way. That's why it was going so slow. There we go. Skyward Sword dungeons, especially the Sacred Flame ones, are peak Zelda in my opinion. I don't disagree. They're really good. They're very, very good. Skyward and then Twilight Princess have some really great dungeons. And then obviously Ocarina of Time does too, but I really like the ones in Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. Tears of the Kingdom, I think, like, tried to go back in the right direction dungeon-wise, but it just didn't quite land it. At least in my opinion. It was not exactly there. It was slightly more traditional, but still not exactly what I was hoping for. There's so much good about Tears of the Kingdom, but if I'm thinking like replaying it, exploring the world and the depths and all that stuff is a lot more exciting than the prospect of doing the dungeons again. Because they just weren't that exciting to me. All right, I think that's all of them. Oh yeah, it says 404. So we just need to go back to where the door deal was, if I can remember. This way? Yeah. Here we go. And the window. Yes, the shattered window. And then it was this way. Let's go ahead and save, though, just in case we die. Because that would not be fun if we got thrown all the way back. I can't remember how generous auto-saving is, but I feel like it's not that generous. Alright, now this is ready. And we can get out of here. And, oh yeah, so it shows you. So we go this way, this way, this way, this way, and this way. There we go. What games are you playing right now, Agent Alex? What do you got going on? I'm still playing Resident Evil 9. I'm trying to get the platinum, and I'm really, really close. Trying to finish my insanity difficulty run. And then all I gotta do is do a speed run, which is gonna be back on easy for sure. But then I got my platinum, which is super exciting. I haven't even platinumed that many games. One of them is Bloodborne, and then I think there's one other one, but I can't remember what it was right at this current moment. But there's definitely one more that I did. Get schmelted, sir. Okie dokie. I remember like what I actually need to scan, because I don't care too much about getting 100% on this run. This is just a completion run is all it is. Ow. Jeez, guys. They just tore me up. Oh yeah, I sort of remember. This is where all the wind happens, right? I'm replaying Prime 4 and a lot of Supreme Commander and RTS that's similar to Age of Empires. Oh, nice. Only RTS I ever really played was Star Wars Empire at War. I liked that game when I was a kid. I still like it, honestly. I don't really play it much now, but it's really fun. But otherwise, I never really got into many of those. Health, please. Thank you. I think this is the right way. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if it's safe to walk across at all when it's blowing or if I have to wait. I feel like I have to wait though. I'm pretty sure it goes pretty gnarly on you. Can I get across that? I don't think those are platforms. I'm pretty sure those are grapple points. It's not really going to be doable yet. Get blasted. These are grapples. Yeah, they are. Psychic grapple points. Do not have that yet, sadly. Yep. Oh boy. It shatters under my feet after I jump, and then what's the first thing I do? I jump again. Because I'm smart. I have good survival instincts. Oh boy. Oh, I'm dead, actually. Nope, I'm not dead. Okay. Can I make that? I feel like I cannot. Strong shock will break it. I don't think I have a strong shock. I also don't really remember how to get across here, or if I even can. Maybe the point is that I can't. Is that the point? I know I'm supposed to get over there, though. Hold on. I really want that E-tank, but I can't do that yet at all. Can I go? No, can't go anywhere around this way either. It's definitely this way. Maybe I am supposed to just jump for it. Oh, okay, we just got sent. Nope. Gosh dang it, that's annoying. Did not wait for the wind like I should have. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I don't remember if I'm supposed to be able to make this jump. I feel like I'm not. Nope. Okay, what the heck then? I don't have any sort of strong shocks that I can really do. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, never mind. The first missile just didn't work for some reason. I needed to. Interesting. That was going to be my next thing. Yeah, I was trying to charge, but I guess it was just missile. Oh, boy. Let me in the window. Oh, gosh. That was scary. That was close. All right, all right, all right. This is the way back, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we don't want this just yet. We got to go through here first. Let me get a little bit of health while I'm out here with these guys, though. Ow. Oh, hi. Hello, Ice Wall. How are you? I think we thaw this out too. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, hello, guys. Ow. Rude. Might as well get this, I guess. We definitely have missed one already, but it's fine. That's like one of those bomb energy slots, but the power's not on, so I can't even do that yet anyway. Down this way. The ice looks very nice. That is one of the strongest points of this game, though. The graphics are quite good. Okay. Okay. Oops. Very nifty, very cool. These you don't unlock until way later for some reason. Ew. The walls are spitting on me. Oh, that's a... No, it's not a turret. That's just a guy. That's just a dude on the ceiling being mean. That's all that is. Goodbye. Save room. Yep, okay. I felt it in my bones. Sometimes you can just tell. 2 exits, 1 to the side, and then 1 forward. It's like, yeah, that's definitely a save room. 100%. There we go. Okay. Now we go this way. And... weary. What do we have down here? 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 What do we have do Really not. Like, this area is very cool, but it's also a lot of just walking. There's not like a ton happening in these rooms, really. Not as much as what I remember. Not really a lot of enemy encounters, mainly just a lot of ice. There's more towards the end. I do remember that. Okay, this is a well, I think I have to turn them on first. But we use the like control beam. I do remember that. That's something, but I can't activate it. See if we can open this thing. There we go. Oh, I think I'm just trying to connect it. Right? Pretty sure. And then plug it in. Did that work? I think it did. Yeah. There we go. Okay, now we can turn these on, and then I think it's control beam after that. I don't know why I can't scan this. Oh, now I can. The boxes were just in the way. Don't have the ability to grab that yet, sadly. I wish I did, but I do not. Probably going to run through before we do Silux at some point and grab stuff. Just to try to make sure that we are as equipped as possible, because that fight is going to be nuts. Pretty much guaranteed. Alright, press the button. Okay. No? Oh, yeah, these... Okay. So we have to hit this one, and then I think we have to hit the other ones kind of in order as well. If I remember correctly. It's so much easier to use this ability with the Pro Controller than it was with the Joy-Con. Walk down Ice Belt feels akin to Phendrana Drift's Lab in Prime 1. Yeah, it does. Just because it's kind of quieter and everything, kind of laid back. A little creepy, though. We've definitely talked about that, though, where a lot of this game is trying to hit the notes of, like, say, Prime 1 or something like that. Trying to hit you with the members. The member berries. A little bit. Alright, should be in here. Correct? Yes, maybe, possibly. Yes. Bang. Nice. Now it's nice and toasty in here. Lots of power going on. The hamsters are running. Okie dokie. Now I press this button. I believe. Maybe, possibly. Yeah. He said rendezvous up top. We're going down low. Which is slightly not what he was talking about, but maybe I can get this though. Hold by a clamp, remove from one side. Hopefully I can, because more health is gonna be great. Oh geez. Can I just roll down the middle? I can, right? Yeah. That's kind of the point. And then through? Yep, yep. Haha. Perfect. Beautiful. I'm so glad I grabbed that. That's like the main priority, is grabbing as much health as we can just to keep the survivability up a little bit. I don't feel like we've had that much trouble yet, though. The Cybots are bad, but even that, we kind of figured out how to headshot them a little bit better, and that wasn't too bad. Nothing else has really given us a lot of trouble. The main difference is that the bosses are just bullet sponges. And that's pretty much it. Almost feels like I could have played on hard mode even to start with. Should I back? No, this wasn't on before. That's what it is. I was like, should I have pressed that button before? But no, it was not on. Ew. That's when I would run out of this whole place. Blow up the whole building like she does planets and just get out. Too many bugs. Not a bug fan. Not a bug fan at all. Alright, alright. I can hit the save room again. Let's do that. I suppose. I feel like we're doing pretty good with missiles, though, even without them being refilled on these. I don't feel like we're running out that much. All right. Just jump, right? Yep, perfect. Nice and simple. I don't think those even do anything. They look like they should, but they do not. Oh, wait, wait. Wait just a minute. It's doing something. Oh, okay. We turn those on. That's right. And then this is where we see the video. Yes. Regenerative treatment. I'm tempted to do hard mode, but recently finished Prime 4 on normal and casual. The Silex final battle was harder than I remembered. It was hard. Yo, what's up, Wolfsbane? How's it going? How's your Saturday going? What's up with me is I got over a allergy cold here recently a little bit, so we're making it work. Allergy cold's not really a real name for something, but that's what it felt like, so that's what I'm calling it. It was warm, and then it was real cold, and then it was warm again, and my allergies were popping up, and it was just bad. Didn't work again. This video is... and the whole vibe of this is like the coolest part in the game to me. I like that a lot. How unfortunate. Got the nephews hanging out today, showing him 3D printing. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. I haven't done a lot of 3D printing myself, but I've seen like the end results, and it's very neat. I like the ones where you can link it together and have like all the different colors going and stuff. Can't stay long. No worries, no worries. Gotta hang with the nephews for sure. I understand that. What kind of stuff are you guys printing? Can I get out of here? Not that way. Robert, what's up? I'm stuck. I be stuck. I don't think that's the way to get out of here. I think it's the ball thingy that I opened. Yep. Meow. This is very cool. Very trippy. How's your Saturday going, Robert? This thing is gnarly looking. What do you have for me, Terminal? Nothing? Very cool. Very exciting. I thought the enemies started showing up at this point, but they're not. Oh, that's just me jumping back down and getting stuck again. I don't want that. It's a go one. That's good. That's good. Showed him how to make a little chibi Minecraft villager. Oh, that's cool. That'll be funny. You have to share a picture of it in Discord if you can. Finish the taxes. Oh, lovely. Isn't that just the most fun thing? I love doing that so much. It's the best. Give you your money back is the correct way to phrase it, too. That is kind of how it is. I don't know about you, but I think it might be time to start throwing some tea in the harbor again. Just maybe. We might have to run it back. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Stop. Stop. Okay. Online and functional. I don't think it really does anything, though. Most of those terminals look like something that you really need to interact with, but they're just like, yep, it's working, and then doesn't really do anything. Kabang. Gotta have a little party. Exactly. Somewhere in Massachusetts, maybe? I don't know. Government. I'm gonna spend this money on randoms. Yeah. Exactly. All right, we'll see you around, Wolfsbane. Enjoy the printing and the nephews. Sounds like a fun day. I think I'm going this way. Excuse my sniffles, guys. Come back to the control room. I'm waiting for you upstairs. Okay, but I gotta remember where that is. You're gonna have to let me figure that out, Chief. It's not this way, though. That's definitely not it. Definitely not it. Okay, I'm not messing with you. Did I not come from this way, though? So maybe that is it. No, I don't think so. Oh! What triggered the alarm? They're coming open. Break these. What if I just hide in this pod? I'm not here. Why is the alarm on? I don't know. Oh, there's no enemies here either. I thought there was going to be guys. I guess we're just supposed to use these again. It's like you unlocked it, so you might as well use it now. Not sure what's happening. The whole facility went into lockdown. Oh no. Probably because I turned all the power back on. And the facility remembers that before it shut down, everything was going to poop, so... It's like, oh, it's time to panic again. Here we go. This is what I was waiting for. I kept thinking it was going to happen sooner, but no. Hello, you cool-looking bad guys who die really quickly. At least you do normally. You don't like getting shot in the throat very much either. Yep, it's still just pew 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 pretty much. Meow 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 meow. Let's just do it. Pew pew pew. You gonna die. You can't take it. Can't take the smoke. They have like semi super speed kind of, but it's not enough to combat the pew pew pew. Agreed, agreed, agreed. An ambush while playing would have been cooler. Make it feel a little more organic. Yeah, it's just not that exciting. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing about these guys. They're very cool and the lore is good and everything. It's just the encounters are not that exciting. Right now, because of what I've been playing, I'm comparing them to like Resident Evil zombies, where the encounters with those are very thrilling, and every time it feels like you're on the edge of losing, which it doesn't have to be like that level of difficult necessarily, but yeah, I don't know. True, yeah, they are like most of the enemies that you fight too. Spongy behavior when shooting enemies feels like Prime 3 all over again. I don't even know that I felt it as much in Prime 3 though. Maybe I did and I'm just not remembering. And to be fair, they are very spongy right now because we're on hard, but still. There's also like no real impact to our shots. So maybe that's part of it too, because when I'm shooting them, unless I hit them in the throat, like nothing happens. Which I'm not a big fan of either. Like they should be kind of getting hit by something, but it feels like we're just throwing popcorn at them until they finally die. You know what I mean? Popcorn is a very specific example, but like if you throw popcorn at someone, they're not really going to flinch. Like it's just kind of going to hit them and it's going to be like, did you really just throw popcorn at me? But then it's like if you threw 27 pieces of popcorn at them, then all of a sudden they just fall over and die. That's kind of how the combat feels. A little bit. The missiles kind of send them flying, but also, obviously, I mean, they should. But I just feel like there should be a little bit more with the beams. Okay, that's not real. Very ouchy popcorn, exactly. It's psychic popcorn. psychic popcorn is entirely different than regular popcorn. Everything is on, but doesn't really do anything right now. Meow. Hello, little robot man. All right, so like, let's see if I missile you right now. Oh yeah, that's right. You just bat it away, don't you? So it's like you're not even really allowed to do anything other than beam spam them because they just swat your missiles. So yeah, that's pretty much just it, right? You're just supposed to go pew, 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 pew till they die. Because if you try to mix it up or get interesting, they just say no. They're like, I don't think so. You're not allowed to do that. What about the fire shot? Like, yeah, that is pretty funny. I guess, yeah. They're not even doing a lot of damage to me. I thought they would do more damage to me when they hit me, but they really don't. He did flinch from the charge shot right there. A little. A little bit of flinchies. Oh, you're even dodging the fire a lot of time. A little more dodging, I guess. That was good. That was kind of cool. Oh, he fell. When you shoot the throat, it leaves him open to missiles. That, I guess, makes sense. I didn't really think of that. So that, and then bang. That's a little more fun. But even then, it just feels like a waste of your time, I guess, is the right way to say it. We talked about this like on every one of these streams, but I feel like to get kills on anything in this game, it's just faster to spam shots. Like that's literally just the best way to kill basically anything in this game. Is this gonna open the shutters? No. Can I break this? No. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here. It does, yeah. The elemental weapons are a fun idea, but it's like there's just not a lot of incentive to use it. Particularly on normal mode. That's where I came from, right? Is there a ball slot somewhere? No. I come in here and I cannot go anywhere. Where am I supposed to go? Don't remember. It must be back there though, because nothing really wants to work. Yeah, the thunder shot is fun. That's the only one that I feel like is really worth using. Other than just like on a few random enemies where they die faster to the element, but there's not a lot of it. Don't remember. Am I just supposed to go this way? I think this is how I got in here though. Yeah. Where am I supposed to go now? Huh. Supposed to destroy this? No. Nope. Not that. Is it this? Destroyed, forced open. I mean, it definitely looks like we're supposed to go this way. I just can't remember what we're supposed to do after that because like nothing is open. Oh, maybe this is destroyable. Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, we're good. We made it. All right. I do kind of want that, but oh, I think I can get it now. Pretty sure that's how I get it. You're a speedy boy. And you're dead. And you're dead. And you're dead. Hey, what's up? RP Lopez, how's it going? You made it to stream time. You're talking about the wait being so long, but we got here. We got here eventually. We're still wrapping up Ice Belt right now. but we're just chilling. It's a pretty low-key stream today. I think a lot of people are probably pretty busy. But this is just... And I took a week off too, which I had to. Which unfortunately, I think next weekend I'm going to have to do that again. But that's not going to be an every weekend thing. We just keep having stuff coming up, which is how it is. It's possible as I go that I might be able to do some Thursday stuff again too. Or potentially Friday like I talked about. So depending on what series we have, we might be able to do more than like once a week on occasion. But we'll just see how it goes. Kind of an experimental year anyway. So it is what it is. Ah! Oh my gosh. These nerds. Alright, I'm gonna hit this save again. Make sure we don't die again to something dumb. Not again, but die to something dumb. There we go. How's your Saturday going though? Okay. This way, right? Back up? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Not that way. That's where I came from. JK. I knew that. I already went back through here. Not bad. That's good. That's good. I can't remember if it's... I think it's this way, because this looks like it's what leads up. Hello there, sir. Off the ceiling with you. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you. You're dead. Get down. Get down. Stop trying to shoot goo at me. You missile swatters. I don't know how I haven't hit your throw yet. Ah. Oh, Ice Belt is easily the best area in the game. Like, it's not even close. Ice Belt is definitely the most interesting area in the game. Best lore dumps. Probably the best of the characters too, I feel like. Tokabi's not too bad. Oh, they're fighting each other. Nice. But yeah, I feel like this is easily my favorite area. Other areas have a lot more flaws to me. Get out of here. Are you still not dead? Okay, now you're dead. Jeez. What is this? What's up here? What's up here? Yep. That is pretty accurate, Robert. Physical force. Oh, okay. Nailed it. Is this where an item is? Probably. Yeah. There we go. Missile expansion. Our favorite. Ow. I just smushed a bug. Now, I don't remember if this was anywhere that I actually need to go or if I'm kind of going out of my way now. Oh. It's the map room that I just didn't get earlier. Who needs it, really, you know? Got it. I do honestly kind of feel like the overall maps are not super necessary this time around. It feels a lot more, or a lot less like, whoa, cool, got the map, I can see everything. It's like you just kind of don't need it. Ice Belt comes just below Volt Forge and Fury Green, but everything else is below Ice Belt. Think so? So for you, Ice Belt is the actual belt. It's in the middle, holding up everything else, so it doesn't fall down. Yep. Yep. I like the idea of Fury Green. I think it's really cool, but in practice, there's not really a lot to do. That's my biggest issue with Fury Green. Because it looks really cool, and initially I'm like, oh, I want to explore that, and how do I knock down this statue and stuff? But like, the answer to the statue is play the rest of the game and then come back, and then everything else, there's really no questions. It just kind of is. There's just not a lot to it. Yeah. Had some of the strongest vibes in the game, Fury Green, but just not a lot to it, sadly. Oh, he woke up already. Not anymore. Goodbye. Oh. Hey there, buddy. Don't be trying to smack me. Yeah, it definitely feels like it should have more to it. Yeah, I mean, overall with this game, I gotta be so real. Like, I hate that I'm like this, but somebody was asking me the other day if I recommended it, and I was like, I don't know. Like, as a fan of the series, I think maybe it should be played, but probably get it on sale. If you're not a fan of the series, to be honest, I would say probably skip for me, which I don't like that answer. That's not what I wanted out of it at all. But it is kind of what it is. I think I'm definitely ready, like, to put it down once we finish this up. And I won't really miss it too bad. That's just kind of what it is. Sadly. Quite sadly. Like, they put a giant tree in the middle of the area. You only walk around it once and that's it. Yeah. There's just nothing to it. There just isn't. Such a bummer. Can I break this? Yeah. I really think by the end of this, I probably give it like a 6. Probably a 6 overall. Before I was kind of between like 6.5 and 7, but I'm kind of feeling 6. Just a straight up 6 feels kind of correct overall, and most of that number comes from the visuals. If the visuals were bad, yikes. It would be low. It would be mega low. Megalovania. Ha ha ha. No, okay. I'm like choking on my own stupid joke. This game was one of the most anticipated of all time after Elise barely even cared about it. Yeah. Yep. It feels bad. It really does. I'm really glad Resident Evil 9 delivered for me, because if it didn't, then I don't know. I would have been very sad for a while. Going back to back like that. Takabe, no. I gotta save you. I gotta save you. Are you still in the same spot? Oh yeah, you're right here. Okay. Yeah, it does have some good music too, I will say, actually. There is some solid music here. Solid vibes here and there, mainly in this area. Yeah, it's so mixed. It is. It's so mixed and it's mostly negative. If this game was a Steam review, it would be mostly negative. Die. You're so spongy. Okay. If he dies right now, do we fail or can we just heal him? I hope we don't fail if he dies, because that would be really annoying, to be honest. I think we're fine though. Get that guy. For you, the music goes to 7. Okay, we're chilling, buddy. How's your leg? You have a life jacket wrapped around it for some reason. It's literally the opposite of Dread. Great game, meh music. This game, great music, meh game. It is. It totally is. I like almost, it's so bad to say, but I don't know if I will, because I probably should keep a hold of it just for like the collector part of it and keeping it for later. But games are so expensive now. I kid you not, I'm almost tempted to sell this like whenever I finish it. And that is so crazy. But it's almost tempting. I don't know that I will, because I feel like I probably want to hold on to it in case I need it for something else in the future. But I don't know. It's entered my mind. It really has. As a big fan of the series, I wouldn't blame you. It's really tempting, man. It is. Because I could probably get, what, like 50 bucks? With as high as they are now? 45, 50 bucks out of this that I could get another game with? I don't know. I don't know if I will, but I would be lying if I said it wasn't tempting. Let's see. You know what I might actually do first is that friend that was asking me if they should play. They have a Switch 1, but I'm pretty sure if they put this cartridge in their Switch 1, it plays as the Switch 1 version, right? I'm pretty sure that's the case. And if it is, I might give it to him for a bit. Like, not to keep necessarily, but just to, like, have for a while until he can play it. As he doesn't have a Switch 2, but I'm pretty sure that he could just play it in a Switch 1. I'll have to test it with one of mine, but I think that's a thing. And then after that point, then maybe I'll consider doing that, unfortunately. Loan it out to as many people as I can, but how sad is that you're contemplating selling the game, and I somewhat agree with your sentiment. Right. I mean, it's so crazy. And like, here's the thing too. Like, first of all, I'm never going to be one of those people that blames people for not watching like a stream or something that I do. Like, none of you are obligated to watch anything that I do, and it's an honor that you choose to watch it ever. But is it not crazy? Because normally if we're doing something Metroid, we would probably be like in the 30s right now as far as like the viewers. But we've got like 4 or 5 people right now. And I think that is just such a strong statement against this game, that nobody really wants to check it out. Like, even the hard mode or whatever, like trying to do something slightly different with it, like I just think people really don't want to revisit it that much, because it's just kind of sad. It really is. I feel like that's the case. I have the digital version of the Switch 2, and I was able to fully load the game on Switch 1. Yeah, I think all of the Switch 2 cartridges for the games that have both versions, like Legend ZA and this one, I'm pretty sure if you put it in a Switch 1, it just plays the Switch 1 version. I'm almost positive that that's the case, because I think it has both loaded on. This game makes me sad. I agree. I really do. I almost didn't even want to do this series, but I just kind of wanted to give it another chance and just to talk to you guys about it. But yeah, playing it is just like, it's really just kind of re-solidifying how I feel about this game. It's not changing my opinion in any way, which I hate so much, but it's just a fact. I yank these, yep. Yeah, no, not in the story is sad kind of way at all. Definitely not. Is it opening? Okay, yeah, it is. Hey, Hitesh, what's up? How's it going? Good to see you. Happy hunting. That just makes me want to play Monster Hunter. Oh my goodness. How is Saturday, Hitesh? How's it going? Made it to the weekend again. Oh, which fight is this? Is there a save room that I can hit before this? Pinnacle of Evolution, Crab. I forgot about this guy, to be honest. Did I already hit a save room? Or did I miss it? Oh, I did already hit a save room. I'm just dumb. I'm gonna hit it again. Just for the sake of it. Okay. It is crab time. Here we go. Here we go. Dude, I'm ready for this congestion to go away. I hate that feeling like in your head or like between the eyes, kind of forehead, where it's just like squeezing right here. I hate that. I hate that so much. Going well, man. Happy Saturday. Did the groceries, picked up the Ocarina of Time Lego set. Now watching the stream, so I'd say good. Yo, that's sick. Doing some Zelda Legoing and watching the stream is like the perfect Saturday. When I heard the game got restarted and the retro was doing it, I had high hopes. Same here. This boss is really random. I'm trying to remember how the fight even goes. I don't remember the strats here. Oh yeah, this guy. He's like, rah! Spiky Crab Man. That's crazy. The God of War. Oh yeah, Kratos. That's so funny. Talking about like new games and like reception to new games and stuff. Did any of you guys try out Crimson Desert? There's a lot of talks about that game. The reviews have come in like somewhat low, I think. But I think some people are still really enjoying it. And it was one of those things where I think people were saying the game's not going to be for everybody either, but I'm curious if anyone's tried it or not. Crimson Desert looks a lot like it's going to be like a single player MMO, essentially. But it looks like a cool concept of a game. It's definitely one where if I did get it, though, I'm probably going to get it on sale later rather than like now. Oh, shoot. I don't know how to get through this. I don't think this is a Silux situation. I don't remember how this works. Maybe I'm just dodging or not. Not dodging. Also, games I want to play. God of War is up there for sure. I really want to do that. That's going to be a member series at some point, definitely. God of War 2018. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Maybe I'm just supposed to regular dodge this? Is that what this is? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. I'm just going to spam shot, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I can use missiles. They just do no damage. Why do the missiles do no damage, dude? Like, look at this. It does nothing. It doesn't even do, like, one full cell. That is crazy. That is so bad. Ah! God of War Trilogy would be a good start. Like before 2018. Can I break this? I think I can. Bro, okay. No, I just literally cannot break it. There we go. They did. Like, the missiles are so crap. One game you're excited to play is Lumen Tail, Pokemon-like in Gen 5 HD 2D. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that. I need to look for that. That sounds like a lot of fun, though. So it's like a Pokemon-like indie game? Is that what it is? That sounds really awesome. Wait. I feel like partially due to cost, but also just due to like time and enjoyment, I've tried to be like really choosy about the games that I'm engaging with right now. Because normally I would have played like the newer Hyrule Warriors. I would have played Monster Hunter Stories 3 already. And some different things. But I've just been trying to like exist in games that I'm enjoying. Kind of like when I was younger. And just been like really locked into Resident Evil 9. And I feel like I'm having so much more fun than just like steamrolling the game and then moving on to the next product. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've kind of done a lot of that. And I'm kind of ready to just like be more choosy and lock into a game that I really want to play and play it more. Like, just try to really enjoy games instead of just trying to get through them. Oh, jeez. Wait. There we go. Oh, wait, I gotta break these. I gotta definitely break these. I don't remember what they do if I don't, but I definitely think I need to break them. Apparently Pocopia is good. That's what I'm hearing. I want to play... Are any of you guys Slay the Spire fans? I want to play some Slay the Spire 2 as well. I do like Slay the Spire quite a bit, and I want to try the second one. Yeah, highest rated Pokemon ever is crazy. It really does look like it has a lot of charm, though. I'm not sure that I will play it, to be totally honest, because I played a lot of Animal Crossing New Horizons when that came out back in 2020. And to me, it just feels like too similar. And honestly, like the time sync, I kind of can't right now with school and everything else that I got going. But I mean, it's definitely a game that I would have fun with. It's just not one that I think I'm going to jump into, if that makes sense. Also, the Ditto character is still really cursed to me. Yeah, exactly. Enjoy gaming on your time and have fun. I feel like I have this mindset sometimes where I almost start to treat it like it's a job or something. And I feel like I just have to like bust through all the latest games and play all the games and everything. And it's like, no, I really just don't. Like, just have fun with it. Not that it's a high threshold to clear, but a game like Pocopia being that game is certainly surprising. No, I agree. I completely agree. It is pretty shocking, actually. It is FOMO. It is. But the games are always going to be around, and they're probably going to be cheaper in the future. Not that game prices will really go down, but once it's been out for a while, I mean, it can be cheaper in the future. Maybe it's just because I'm going to turn 30 this year. I'm having more mature thoughts on gaming now. I don't know. That's definitely been a thing this year for me, though. Like, the biggest games that I really know I got to play was Resident Evil 9 and then the new Fire Emblem when that one drops finally. But other than that, I'm kind of just playing games I have already and taking my time. Oh, really? I'm right after you. I'm in June. The big 3-0. Yeah, Expedition 33 I want to play so bad, dude. Elden Ring I want to play again. Elden Ring is amazing. Elden Ring is like a generational game. That game is insane. I was telling another friend this yesterday. I think it was yesterday. But it's like, if there is any game that you are like... So like if somebody comes to you and they're like, hey, I can only afford to buy one video game in my life. So I want it to be a game that I can play forever and not really get too tired of. What game should I get? It's Elden Ring, 100%. It's definitely Elden Ring. Like, that game is immense, but yet still approachable at the same time. Like, just every time you do a playthrough, you could do things so differently. Totally different run, totally different class, abilities, weapon choices, and just like your specs and everything. Like, everything can be so different. And it's just an amazing game. Yeah. Elden Ring was literally like the new Skyrim. It literally was. This crab is very spongy, by the way, dude. Another 5 until you hit 30. Well, there you go. You got some time then. Uh-oh. Ow, I got smacked. That didn't even do that much damage, though. It really is that game, too. It is that game. Get dodged. Get absolutely dodged. Dude, I hate missiles in this game. That literally triggers me. They're so terrible. And it's like so obvious how terrible they are too. It's not like it's close and you have to watch real close to see that it's not doing as much damage. It just so obviously does such pitiful damage. Actually pitiful. Ugh. Ah! All these whippersnappers. These kids these days. Come on. Come on. Okay, okay. Oh. Oh, by the way, Hitesh, when you get that Lego set finished, we gotta see a completed build. Everybody wants to get their eyes on that. I really want some of those Zelda sets. Maybe that's what I could get if I sell this. Sell this game and get some Zelda Lego instead. That feels like a worthy trade. Now I feel old compared to you lot. Where are you sitting at, Hitesh? It's all just a number anyway. You're only as old as you feel. Fire shot breaks the ice faster. Oh, that's probably true. In 2025, Nintendo should not be making a game where the best strategy is to spam normal beam. Literally. I hate it. Even on hard mode, like nothing is doing damage. Even like fire shot does a little bit more, but yeah, that's just whack. That's so whack. There's just nothing to the combat. It's just pew, 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 pew. That's it. Late 30s? Yeah, it's not up there that much then. I got plenty of friends that are in the later 30s that still are kicking it. Just some young dudes. The Psychic Boost Ball. I feel, speaking of like being older or whatever, I feel like such a cranky old man when I'm talking about this game. But it's like everything that comes up, I'm like, oh yeah, that's another thing I don't like about this game. But it's like the abilities being like psychic punch and psychic shoes and psychic fingers and psychic gun and everything with like no real change up. Just feels a little bit underwhelming. And sure, I have a separate channel for Lego builds. Won't share here, but maybe in Discord if that's cool with you. Yeah, I'm down. That's fine. Just because I'm trying to do my thing here and be creative doesn't mean you guys aren't allowed to. If you're spamming your own stuff and your only purpose for being here is just to talk about your own deal and not really engage or anything, then at that point, I'm not really chill with that. But you are a regular, good sir. You're hanging out. You're hitting the vibes. If you want to share that, go for it. I get the boomer feel, yeah. Oh, that's right. I keep thinking I have to scan that, but I literally just have to stare at it until I disappear. Da, 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 da. Give me the key. There we go. Bang. Morning, what's up, Beam Boy? How's it going? We got a key. We shot the crab to death with regular beams because missiles didn't do any damage. It's so funny because like one of the big things on hard mode is like, whoa, missiles aren't going to recharge at the save station. So be careful. Don't use too many or you're going to run out. But then it's also like, also missiles are worthless anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Yep. Legit just woke up. Nice. Oh, okay. I just launched myself off. It do be like that sometimes. You got to get some sleep. Your body sometimes just tells you. It's like, yo. There we go. A lot of people will say don't nitpick, but when you're at the point of nitpicking every little thing in a game, it's usually not a good sign for the larger aspects. Yeah, 100%. And also for games that I really like, even I'll have gripes or like little things where I'm like, I don't love that as much. I feel like when people are just saying like, don't criticize anything, like you're just not allowed to, I think that's the stupidest thing. There is a very real thing called toxic positivity. And a lot of people want to pretend that that's not a real thing. But toxic positivity is very much a thing. It's kind of along the same lines of like being a yes man, where you're just not allowed to question or criticize anything at all. And in doing so, the end result or end product or end whatever it is becomes objectively worse because you're not allowed to criticize any ideas. It's far better to be critical. It is. It's a big problem. And in being critical, it doesn't mean that you have to be a jerk. Like you don't have to be a complete jerk about it all the time and being like, this sucks, this is the worst, and just like clickbait everything. But you're like, if there's something that I didn't like as much about this game, but I loved it otherwise, I would still say so, just because it's worth noting. And I would be kind of dishonest if I wasn't saying it. Gotta check my text really quick. Wife is out of the house, so if she is, I gotta check. Okay, cool. They made it. She is going to a little family member dude's cousin, I think. Cousin birthday party. Speaking of nitpicking, love the music in this game, but as someone who writes Metroid arrangements for guitar, nothing in Prime 4 lends itself well to that. True. You're actually kind of right. I haven't really thought about that, but yeah, I don't know what you would really do with that. That's valid. Yeah, that's interesting, actually. Yeah, there's not a lot to start off with. You kind of have to like make up your own thing and really change up the vibe to get it to be kind of like more of a guitar track. That's interesting. You are correct. I don't know why I thought there was going to be an enemy right there. Yeah, Fury Green, I think you could do it. But yeah, it's all very industrial and very just kind of like vibey. Not a lot of like real solid structure. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I hadn't really thought about that, but now that you say it, I'm thinking, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really know what I would do. It's so true. Toxic positivity and toxic negativity is definitely a thing, and is definitely in a lot of other areas like programming. I see a lot of hype and toxic positivity with AI. Yes, 100%. And yeah, programming, like jobs, and it can be in everything. It sounds like a cop-out, but like we kind of got to land in the middle for a lot of this stuff. Like be open, be critiquing, also celebrate the wins, you know, and just kind of be genuine about it. Nobody likes nuance very much anymore, which is very much, I think, a result of internet, unfortunately. But it's very true. Like nuance is kind of just not a thing anymore. It's like you're either all for it or you're all against it, and there's no in between whatsoever. Like you're either picketing or you're the one who made it. That's what it feels like. And you will support it to the death. It is, yeah. It does feel like that's the case. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. How do you guys feel about the DLSS 5 thing? That's pretty crazy. AI is in like such a weird spot right now. I was more initially in like it's pretty cool camp, or like it's kind of interesting or whatever. The thing that really started putting me against it is not even a lot of the typical stuff. It's just the fact that I just started seeing it everywhere in everything. It's that little sparkle image, and then it's like, hey, use our AI and use our AI and use this AI and that AI and all of this stuff. And I was like, dude, just leave me alone. And then I started to learn a little bit more just about like the water consumption thing and like the data centers and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It's just like kind of taking over everything. Yeah, like the general vibe of the internet and like how you're supposed to have opinions on anything is basically Anakin. It's like, either you're with me or you're my enemy. It's like, that's pretty much it. Those are the only two sides, which is ridiculous and not true at all. I went the wrong way. That feels bad enough with water, but with bubbles, it's not fun. Jeez. All right, one sec. I'm good. Okay, we're good. We're chilling. Oof. Wrong pipe with carbonation. That's a good time. I hate how sometimes I just forget how to drink. Does anyone else have that problem? Also, my feelings of DLSS 5 was legit. That looks like garbage on the games they showed. Yeah, that reveal was bad. Honestly, that was pretty rough. I'm curious to see where that progresses. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, becoming Siths where they only deal in absolutes. I did see that about Chuck Norris. That is really sad. I'm kind of curious what it was too, because like family, I think, just said that they were just not really going to say, which is totally fair. But it almost sounds like it was some sort of accident thing, but maybe it was health related too. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously it was health related in some way, but yeah, I don't know. That's such a bummer though. Feel bad for devs who design their characters to look a certain way only for the AI to completely change it. Well, I saw that like Capcom and Bethesda didn't even know, which again, this is on the internet. I don't know how true this was, but supposedly I saw that they didn't even know that that reveal was happening like that, or that their games were being used, which is crazy. Theoretically, an AI-based lighting engine isn't a bad idea. Has anyone seen the movie Klaus? I have not seen that, but yeah, that's the thing. Like DLSS itself, like the idea of using machine learning, I guess we'll call it, to be able to upscale images and kind of sharpen things, maybe even get some nice lighting and stuff is fine. But where it becomes an issue for me is when you start drawing over the game. Like, that's what I'm not really big on. And the way they showed it just felt like very aggressive. Like it was just redrawing the entire game over top of it. That I'm not down for, especially if the devs actually didn't even know that that was happening and their games were being shown. I feel like that really highlights a big issue. Sync device activated? Oh, like I already did it. Well, how do I get this then? Or can I get this? I don't even know if I can. Oh, okay. Yeah, and something like that I'm not really going to have as big of an issue with. But yeah, it's just the redrawing of the whole game to the point that the artistic integrity is somewhat lost. That I'm not down for. And I just straight up thought it looked worse. Got to power the door from the other side up top. Okay. I was going to say, there's something I'm missing here for sure. Also find it the NVIDIA, how should I say, is now pushing DLSS way too much instead of focusing on what matters more, which at this point in time is still path tracing and ray tracing. Well, yeah, but obviously the reason they're doing that is because they're going so heavily into AI in general. So like if that's all where their money is going, that's what they're going to be supporting. Unfortunately. Which is why everything's so crazy expensive. Remasters of games are about to suck. You know what? You're actually right. You're going to get a bunch of AI redrawn remasters of games that nobody really worked on even. Can I do this right now? Am I just being dumb? I can't remember how this works. Control beam. Oh. Oh. Through the broken glass. I think that's what it is. This game is interesting because it's like so often you don't really have to think about where to go, but then randomly you'll hit something where it's like, wait, what do I do? This? No, it's not just this. I gotta get over there. Oh, it's this door. It's this door. That's right. That's right. I'm dumb. It's the door. I understand now. This room took an hour in your first playthrough. Felt so stupid. It's very kind of like not clear, I feel like. Because it just looks like the door is broken, not like shorted only on one side. Okay, so that's the terminal. Then we boost this. Got it. Okay, we're here. We made it. Oh, totally. 100%. Yeah, much rather prefer stuff to be done with humans. It's just more interesting. And by nature of what AI is too. Like if everything is being done by it, like at its core, is it interesting and kind of neat that that can happen? Sure. But if that is what's happening, then just because of the way that generative AI works and the fact that it's pulling from learning and from other information, at a certain point, everything is just going to start looking the same. Which is really unfortunate and boring. We don't need sameness. Haven't we read The Giver? Sameness is not good. All right, now we're out of here. Can't help to refer to The Incredibles. Yeah, exactly. When everyone's super, no one will be. It's deep for a kid's movie, but it's true. It's very true. Yeah, it's so accurate. We do not need sameness. There we go. Hallway transition. Oh, wait, that was a quick one. I thought it was a walking one. It was not a walking one. It was just a we're out of here one. Okay, I remember somehow we can get over there, but I don't know. Wait, can we do that now? Because the one thing is a boost. Maybe we do get over here. I think with the slowing down of progress in graphics, we're seeing tech companies desperate for a big leap forward. I think that's very true because, yeah, what is the term I'm looking for? Diminishing returns. We've reached the point of diminishing returns, I think. And a lot of what we're seeing, oh yeah, we do need grapple, I forgot, is just not worth it. Like even right now, so I have a PS5 Slim. The PS5 Pro is a thing, and it technically does look better to get the Pro, but it's so much more expensive. And I keep looking at it because I'm like, man, I want to have like the best thing. But like the difference is just not that big. It's really not. Does it look better? Yes. I mean, I'm not blind. It looks a little bit better, but it's not that different. It's really not. And I feel like now most of the stuff that comes out isn't even optimized that well. So it's kind of not worth it anyways. It's just what it is. Tell that to today's CGI which cannot even keep up with CGI from 10 years ago. Yeah, literally the comparison videos that you see everywhere, like the clips that people make from like Michael Bay Transformer movies compared to CGI now, it's crazy. It's totally crazy. Squinting to see the difference to justify like a $400 increase is not worth it. 100%. 100,000%. That is so true. And that's what I keep telling myself every time I look, because I'm like, I'm that kind of person that really would like to have, you know, the best of something or whatever. And it is better technically, but it's just not worth that jump. Like, that's craziness. If it was like $100 more, I might bite, but no, like, I'm just not. Especially when a lot of the time when I'm playing on this. Like, I have the PlayStation Portal. I'm streaming to this thing a lot of time, and this thing just got updated. It has like a high bitrate mode now. It looks fantastic. The 1080p on the screen, super high bitrate. I'm just sitting there playing on that. That looks great. Like, I don't really need that much of a difference. And when I am playing the console, I have a nice monitor here, 1440p. If I put it on my TV, it's a 4K TV. Looks totally fine. I don't need any sort of update to that. As you might have already heard, LG is not going forward with pushing 8K monitors. That's good. I hadn't heard that, but that is good, because like nobody can really afford that right now, number one. And that's another one of those things again where it's like, is it better? Yeah. But is it that much better? No. It kind of makes me think of my internet. We have 1 gig internet right now, which is way better than what we had before. And that's why the streams are a lot more stable now than what they were for a while. But the provider sent out an email where they were doing some sort of deal for like 2 gig internet. And I didn't even look at the price. I don't know what the difference is, but I saw that and I was like, I don't like, is that going to be better than 1 gig? I mean, yeah, obviously it's double. But when you're talking going from like, you know, just 300 to a gig, that's a huge difference. But when you're going to a gig to 2 gig, I'm already uploading videos in like 3 minutes. Like, do I really need to upload them in a minute and a half? No, not really. It's just kind of not worth the increase. You know what I mean? Me personally, I can tell the difference between 1080, 14 and 4K. Oh, I totally can too. But when you're talking 4K and 8K, I guess that's what I mean. Like when you start lower and then you hit this threshold, like 480 to 1080 is a big difference. 1080 to 4K is definitely a difference as well. But once you've reached 4K and you start trying to go to 8K, it's just not that noticeable. It's really not. And it's just not worth it. AAA studios still confused why NES and SNES style indies are dominating sales over hyper-realistic. Yes. I've never really been one for hyper-realistic games. I would much rather have a really strong art style. I feel the same way about the whole like push to making like live action versions of shows that are animated and stuff, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, and you know, like different live action anime adaptations and stuff. Like we have this weird thought that live action or hyper realistic is like the ultimate form of something, and that's just not true. It's significantly better animated and just having a cool art style, and we do not have to make it live action. Yeah, it just does not translate well at all. That's why you don't see the point of a Super Metroid remake. Super Metroid has immaculate sprite work, absolutely beautiful. I won't pretend 3D models will look inherently better. No, it does have some really good sprite work. I don't disagree with that at all. I don't even think it necessarily has to be remade, but yeah, the controls is the biggest thing. Like just getting to the level of kind of like smoothness, I think is what people are looking for, even more than a graphical overhaul. I think if you just sharpen the resolution on Super Metroid, it would probably be fine, to be honest. Exactly. Yeah, 8K is super cool, but it just doesn't look that different than 4K. And you just can't justify the cost. That's the thing. You're more middle ground where you like both. And it can be good. It definitely can be good. But sometimes it just does not translate at all. And there's just no need to do it. Pitched it wants to have 0 missions, tighter jump and controls. And that's all it. Oh, you patched it once to have that. Yeah, no, I don't disagree at all. I just think they wouldn't do that. So like it would have to be a remake if we were to get that at all. Like they wouldn't go to the original and just change the controls, you know? Yeah. And Avatar too. That's why I said Avatar. Like every attempt at live action Avatar has been meh. Big ol' meh. $8K is like borderline real life. Yeah, kind of. I can open it. Oh no, I don't have this yet. I need to go back. Never mind. Hold on. We gotta go back. I have heard that about One Piece. Yeah, I've heard that actually ended up being good, which is surprising, but really cool. Definitely happy for the One Piece fans that actually ended up being decent. I haven't really checked out anything One Piece. I want to, but it's one of those that's just so long. It looks cool though. That's the real thing, is you got to be passionate about it and put in the work. Because when you do, it turns out potentially pretty cool. But a lot of people just do it as a cash grab because they know that the IP will put people in seats and get them watching. You just need somebody who's really passionate about it to work on it. Not just somebody who's trying to get a paycheck. I think oftentimes people forget the old games are made around their controls, so even if it's clunky, it doesn't work how you expect. It's still playable, like RE4. Yeah, no, that's true. And RE1 too. It's intentional. To some degree, at least. Yep, 100%, Robert. Relying on the brand rather than the content. That is so true. Mackenzie, my love. That's crazy. New live action of Avatar: The Last Airbender is definitely meh, but given comparing the previous version, the new Netflix version is definitely good. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to tell that it's better than the first attempt. That's for sure. Engaging dialogue. So funny. The sign language version of the game, basically. One Piece live action serves a good purpose in condensing the story because the anime is so long. Yeah, it do be long. I kind of want to read the manga instead of watching it even a little bit because I feel like I could read through faster than watching. But even that, there's like a million of them. That's how it felt with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. They relied on the fact that Ratchet and Clank were back for another adventure, but it was like a 6-hour game. Oh my goodness. That's so sad. Right. Oh yeah, no. All of that said, they're definitely free to make it if they want to, but I'm not going to watch. They have the freedom to do it, and I have the freedom to skip. This is true. I'm going to drop off a few of these green crystals. We don't have that many more, so I don't think it's really going to make much difference, but we'll do it anyways. I think I barely had any, to be honest. I don't think that's really going to do me any good. Reliance on the brand is also one of the reasons we basically get nothing but remakes and remasters. That's true. That is true. People are afraid to really try anything super new because there's just no guarantee that people will show up. But if you use the name of an existing IP with an existing fan base, then at least several of them are going to show up, whether or not the end result is bad. Is this actually the way I wanted to go? Yeah, it is. Okay. For some reason I thought it wasn't for a second. Get grieved, you little grievers. Goodbye. Okay, one of these doors can be open now. On the other side of the adaptation spectrum, I saw Project Hail Mary last night. Loved the book and the movie was pretty good. As good of an adaptation as The Martian. I've seen some good reviews for that. I haven't read the book either, so I don't really know anything about it, but I've seen that the reviews were pretty solid. Which is cool. Yeah. Definitely. It's so sad too. Just grabbing these really quick. We don't need them, but they're in here, so whatever. Okay, how does this work again? I can take it out and then put it like in the other one, but isn't there another one? I feel like there was another one in here. Recommend book first for the sake of its very spoilable structure. I'm pretty much always a book first guy anyway, honestly. If I am gonna do something like that. Audiobook is phenomenal. I've never been a huge audiobook guy until more recently. Wife listened to those a lot when she was younger. I never really did. But when I'm driving back and forth to school, I've started going through one right now. I'm listening to Aragon. I loved those books when I was younger, but I only read the first 3 and he hadn't done the 4th one yet. And then by the time he did the 4th one, I didn't remember enough to really like go through with it. So I never finished it. So I'm re-listening through those. That way I can do the 4th one finally. How do I do this? Oh, I almost got that. I feel like I actually almost had that. Hold on. Oh, ice beam. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Ah, I kind of want to see if I can do it this way. This is stupid, but it's like almost working. Wait, did that? No, that didn't work. No, it did work. What? That's so funny. It did actually work. It doesn't do me any good, but it did work. Hate the high-pitched griever theme. Interrupts game music. Oh, wait. I do want that. Hold on. I don't personally mind it too much, but I do kind of see what you're saying, honestly. No, this one doesn't even go high enough. I don't remember how this works. I have no memory of this place. All right, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Take that, water. I don't think it's this. Wait, that didn't work. It worked the other times. I have that. Now it's gone already, but I couldn't jump there anyway. When in doubt, always follow your nose. I don't remember. I don't remember this. There's only those two? There has to be something I'm missing. Is it just because I'm standing on it? Oh, wait, I think that is what's happening. I think it's not working because when I stand on it, when the water, it like goes lower. I think that's what's happening right now. So it's like freeze. And then... Why? Ah! Oh my gosh. Yeah, I never even watched Rings of Power. I'm too attached to the old ones. I'm just like, I can't subject myself to this. Just can't do it. I don't think I can make the jump. Oh, I can make the jump. I'm just dumb. Okay, well, that was a lot simpler than I thought. That was a lot simpler than I thought it was. Okie dokie. That was what I was the most afraid of with it, was just like lore consistency, because I've read the Silmarillion and like pretty much everything related to that, and I was just like, I don't know. Little too concerned. There we go, there you go. Ah. That's not untrue either, yeah. Oops. Baron and Luthien is the best book in Silmarillion, and Juan is the best boy. It's been a while since I have read the Silmarillion, but I did like it a lot. I should do that again sometime. It's really good. I have some really cool versions of the Lord of the Rings books. Let me grab them actually, now that we're talking about that. I totally just touched one of them. Hold on. Luckily there was a hoodie on the floor that it landed on. So these are the books right here. It's folio. I don't know if you guys have heard of them before, but they just make like essentially really fancy versions of books. I got these a long time ago. Got a Narsil replica. That's cool. But they have like a really cool just kind of design to them. Like this. I don't have the Hobbit version from these guys. I really want to get it. It's red. It looks really cool too. But let me see. There's like some artwork too. I think it's just at chapter starts though. I'm pretty sure. Or here's a good example. They draw out like some of the runes and like language and stuff. So there's that, and then there's like chapter artwork as a header for each one. It's really sick. I love these. Are probably like some of the favorite books I have. I have a really cool Narnia book too that has all of them in one, but yeah, these books are pretty rad though. And here's like the fireworks from Bilbo's party as the header for this, and then it's got like some map information in the front. They're really sick. They are. They're so good. Yeah, this collection is awesome, and it's even got like this on the casing. I love those. One of my favorite things I own right there. Want me to rant about the movies? I mean, if you want to. I personally love the movies. They are not perfect adaptations of the books, but they are excellent though. Super, super cool. Definitely a lot more extra detail and some different things though in the book for sure. All right, so we do be having ice now. Excuse me. It is literally missing like half the book, yeah. It literally is. It watches really well as a movie, but in some ways it's kind of a different story. And a lot of people just don't know that because they haven't read the books. Yeah. I figured that was going to be the first thing that you said. Free Tom Bombadil, yeah. Oh, come on. I always run out of bike momentum and then I just have to get off and shoot missiles. Okay, so now that we have ice, though, we're supposed to go back to Hot Land, right? Not Undertale, I know, but Flare Pool, yeah, whatever it's called. The movies put me to sleep, though. I'd probably get crucified for saying to shorten them. You probably would. You probably would. It's not everybody's thing, though. It's not. I get that for sure. It is very much my thing, but it is not everybody's thing. Yeah. That's also true. Mm-hmm. That is very true. Man, now you guys are making me want to read these books again. I don't have time for all this stuff, but I gotta do it. I don't know how, but gotta be doing it. I gotta do the Aragon stuff first, though. Ah! Stop exploding me. I literally hate the enemies in the desert, like, so much. I do not like them at all. They're very annoying. Nope. Go away. Goodbye. Go away. Yeah, they took several liberties. That is for sure. Wait, what? Yeah. Yes. Correct about the ends. Is this an ice one that I can do? Or no, that's an electric lock though, isn't it? Yep, it is. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait, I think I can do that. No, I can't. I cannot. There we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. Kind of. Not exactly. Sort of almost there. Takes a while. I really want to get the Hobbit version of the book though. Like that style. I don't remember how much it is. It's like close to $80 or something though. It's kind of high. Just because it's so fancy, but it looks awesome. It has the same like gold trim and then it has smog on the front and then it's all red around the gold. Yeah, the desert it'd be deserting. That's for sure. What do you mean? Don't you see the peak gaming that is Soul Valley? Nope, I do not. The desert is like the long car ride in between your house and somewhere fun that you're going as a kid. You're like going to something really cool and then, but it takes like 5 hours to get there. And you leave home and it's like, oh my gosh, are we there yet? And your mom's like, shut up, we'll be there soon. And then you just keep going and then finally you're there and you can have fun. YYTT, what's up? That's me. That's definitely me. I do shave 10 times a day. That is accurate. It just never stays off, you know? It's just that thick and crazy. It's kind of an accurate analogy though, isn't it? It's like being a kid and you're going to your cool uncle's house, but it's 5 hours away. And then finally you get there and you can have fun again. But until then, you're just kind of like bored out of your mind. Are we there yet? We'll get there when we get there, Robert. Gotta kill some bugs first. There we go. Maybe. Ah! Go away. You look like a rejected Pokemon. Get out. Oops. When Frodo gets him out of the Forbidden Pool in the movies, he's good, and in the book, he's ranting about how much he wants to kill Frodo. Yeah, yeah. You shaved yours off? No! How could you? We're almost there. We're almost there. Ready? We're going to zoom into a loading screen. Now we're still not there. Almost. I was going to say we're there, but technically we're still driving. We're in the parking lot, guys. Just got to find a place to park. I don't know why your uncle has a parking lot and not a driveway. I guess he lives in an apartment. Okay, here we are. We're finally here, kids. Everybody say hi to your uncle, Lava. I don't know why that's his name, but... Okay. Now that we're back, though, with the freeze gun, we can get some stuff. I'm so immersed in the mini loading screens. I've never been more immersed than this. Okay, one of these is how we get through here, though. I think it's that big one. Isn't there there's an upgrade behind lava somewhere, like a missile or something? You have a dream that you hope comes true? What is that? Does this just shatter randomly and then not come back? It does, yeah. Oh, you're with me and I'm here with you. I mean, that's kind of true. Right now, I guess. Over the interwebs. That's funny. You got me. I did find a use for missiles. Yeah, that's rare. All right. Wait, so that was here, though, right? Am I crazy? Don't answer that. This way. I love slowly riding my bicycle. This was the save room, right? Guys, I really want to read Lord of the Rings now. What have you done? What have you done to me? I want to do it again. Ow, 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 ow. The heck was that? Oh, it was you. There we go. Wow, I'm stuck. Good. I have done it, but it's just been a minute. But I have these beautiful books, and I might just have to do it. Might have to do it to them. Might have to do it to them. Now we are in totally not Magmore Caverns. Exactly. It's not Magmore. Why would you call this Magmore? It's not. It's literally not. It's not even that. I don't think I need to go in there at all, actually. Oh my gosh, my allergies are back. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. But yet I'm not. I hate that. That is one of the worst feelings. Right there. Wait. Ah, there it is. Okay. We're back. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh my goodness. Die, lava. Get me out of here. Zoom. Don't limit my speed. In the movies, it gets rid of his evil half for a little, and then it returns when he's betrayed. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like a full-on thing, but they try to make him more relatable. Somewhat. Wait, I still can't really do anything in here, can I? Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute. Need the bike upgrade. Don't think there's a lot we can really do still here, is there? I thought we could go through, but we can't. Whoopsie, 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 whoopsie. Uh-oh. My man. That is a tragedy. It is. It do be Metroidvania-ing again. It says, hey, look, now you can go this way. Psych. You got nothing. Get out of here, loser. Okay, yeah, so... I don't think that's real yet. Unless, before I leave, let me check that bridge again, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to work yet. No, I'm not even going to check it. I know that won't. I know that won't work. Ah, you're good. You're good, man. We're talking about a lot of random stuff, so. Yep, I was about to say that. I think it's Volt Forge. We gotta be getting an upgrade. Or something like that. Back to the desert, kids. Your uncle's not home. He's actually at the store right now, so we gotta go meet him at the store. Problem is, Walmart's 2 hours away from his house, so strap in, guys. Have a good time with this ride also. Your uncle lied. He told me he was home, and then he's not. Meow. 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 Walmart's across the desert. Yeah. This is Arizona or something now for some reason. Oh, wait. Are you just telling me where to go? You do believe that, huh, Mackenzie? Can we stop for McDonald's along the way? I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's kind of out of the way. Plus, McDonald's is yellow and we don't have the electric shot yet, so we can't really go to McDonald's because we're not allowed yet. We don't have the French fry beam. Sorry. Meow. Yeah, it's kind of like this stream series is like discussion of Prime 4 plus just discussion of random stuff while I play the game. That's pretty much what it's become, but that's fine. That works. It's a vibe. How about Wendy's? We do have the lava beam, I guess. That's a red one. So we might be able to go to Wendy's. Biggie bags for everybody. Let's go. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Volt Forge would have been a cooler hub because you could have just had like bike tracks that went out in all directions. You know? Like you totally could have just had like cool bike trails that go out everywhere. But then where would they have put the crystals, you know? What would they have done about the crystals? Gotta have room for those. And then the one guy was like, well, sir, do we really need the crystals? And then the other guy was like, shut up. That's my best idea I've ever had in my life. We're putting them in. Don't sass me. You're fired. And then he cried and he went home. That's how it went. Ugh. Yeah, I'm curious, like what you said, Wolfsbane, if you play it again, how you'll feel about it. Not that I expect you'll just have like a complete shift or anything like that, but it would just be interesting. Because for me, I liked it a little bit more initially. It was just toward the end where I got a little meh on it. But at this rate, I'm pretty meh like all the way. So I don't know if that sort of thing will happen with you or not. Wait, is that? Can I open this? repairs. Okay, no, I can't just yank it. Darn. Here we go. We're at the Walmart parking lot now, guys. We're almost there. There wasn't a Wendy's on the way. Otherwise, we would have stopped, but there just wasn't one. Yeah. Those are the rougher areas, too. Bosses are generally pretty decent. The only issue that I have is that the missiles are just terrible. Culver's over Wendy's. I have not had Culver's a lot, but even with that being the case, I think I agree. Culver's is solid. Yeah, we all wish we liked it more. That's for sure. Okay. Let's boost. I think this is just like a missile or something. Bonk. You live pretty close to the first one. Oh, nice. Don't worry, nobody's coming after you. If anything, we're just going to Culver's now, so. I have never been to an In-N-Out. That is true. Ah! Bad guys. Bad guys. I don't want bad guys. I did not order a side of drones. You're dead. There we go. Never heard of Culver's. You'll have to stop at one then if you pass one. Pretty solid. Yeah, this is the most guitar-y sounding song in the game. We were talking about that earlier. Is there any devices in here that you can activate now? Gee, I don't know, Mackenzie. Let me look around and see if I can find one. Never been in. Gotta stop next time. Gotta see how it is. Do I play acoustic or electric? I can do both and have done both. Mostly electric, though. I mostly play electric and I prefer electric. But I can do acoustic. Not particularly good at like full-on finger picking or anything. I need to work on that more, but acoustic is fun. Where am I going now? Down somewhere. Does this show me where this terminal is? I don't remember where it is. I also don't remember if it's like tower 1 or tower something else. I feel like it's like the top floor of one of these towers though. I don't think it's down in the depths or anything. Let me just drive. Meow. We cancel out. I mostly do finger picking acoustic. Oh, that's so funny. It's the opposite. That's awesome though. Finger picking is really cool. It's really impressive. I just haven't practiced it a lot. That's the thing. I've played a lot of electric just like for fun and like to learn it that way. I'm a big like metal and rock guy. And then I've also played for the churches that I've gone to. So I've played a lot of like worship electric and stuff. That's kind of been my thing. As well as just playing like rock or metal on my own time for fun. Did I just go backwards or did I go to the next one? Why do I feel like I went backwards? Oh no, I don't think so. I think this is actually what I wanted. Perfect. What's my pedal setup? I have a multi-effects board because I'm too cheap to get like a big fancy deal. So I actually just have a Boss ME50 that I've had for a long time. I just set it up on there. So it's got like a bunch of different stuff on it, and I can just kind of like mix it together and then save presets so I can jump back and forth. One day maybe I'll build like an actual pedal board of individual stuff, but I've gotten along pretty well with the ME50, so it's convenient. I do have a really nice amp too, which helps a lot with tone. I have a Vox AC15, which is like the AC30 but smaller, so I don't have to lug it around with so much weight. All right, so that's it, right? That's the thing. I'm pretty sure. Used to play saxophone and tuba, now just mess around on piano from time to time. Very cool. Saxophone is really cool. I am terrible at all wind instruments because I have no training and no practice, so that makes sense. But every time I've tried to play one just for like messing around, I can barely get it to do anything, especially trumpet. I don't have it anymore, but my grandpa got a trumpet from just like a yard sale or something one time just for fun and gave it to me. And I was so bad at getting it to do anything even. Like I just did not know how to do it. Cancel out yet again. I have 6 individual analog pedals, currently wanting to get a multi-effects board. Nice. Which pedals do you use? I make little songs on beatbox for my video games. Nice. Very nice. I don't really have any like guitar stuff within reach to grab. I could pull out the pedal board, but it's literally just a stock ME50 if you look up the Boss ME50. It's got delay, it's got overdrive, modulated reverb, regular reverbs, choruses, stereo choruses, stuff like that. It's got about everything that you really need. It works really well. I'm gonna save again and then I'm gonna get out of here. I also like the Volt-Forge OST. It's good. It's pretty cool. Don't look at me like that, you little robot. Yeah. Don't mess with me, bro. I think I've shown some guitars off on stream before a little bit. I mean, you can see some of my cases behind me right now. I just have them stacked right there. They're just leaning against the wall. One of them actually has a guitar in it. The other one's empty, but the guitar is there. I think I've shown it before. I guess I can show that. I'm pretty sure I've put this on camera before, but this is one of my electrics. Kind of purty, I think, anyway. That's one of the ones that I play, and I have a Stratocaster as well. I have this on a wall mount. That's why I'm just like putting it away in the void, by the way. Hanging it on the wall. We'll catch you later, Robert. Have a good one. All right, now I think the lava is actually traversable. I'm pretty sure. Guitar has the Hornet colorway. It actually kind of does. I never really thought about that. I've never named any of my guitars. Maybe I should name that one Hornet. For me, my main was saxophone, but I went back to learn another instrument, tried the tuba, and immediately knew how to play it. Nice. I actually started with piano. I wanted to always play guitar, but a friend of ours, when I was getting started, he was a music teacher, and he recommended starting with piano just to learn music, and he was correct. It helped a lot. So I'm not like super practiced at piano anymore, but I can technically play it if I really like sit down and apply myself with it. Guitar is more of an interest to me, so that's more so what I do. Do I have to fight this? I do, I guess, don't I? But yeah, piano's a lot of fun. Wife is a really good piano player, actually. Much better than I. Ugh. Although she will not tell you that, so she does not want that to be common knowledge, but it is a fact. It is true. Yeah, I can read piano music still technically, but I'm very far from being a sight reader at this point. I used to be able to do that, but I just have not practiced it enough at this rate. That's one of the, like, sight reading is literally like a foreign language. Like, if you don't just keep it up and do it every day, you're going to lose it. Whoa. Dang it. Oh, crap. I had it. Okay, come on, come on. Doink. The doink. Let's go. Yes. There we go, there we go, there we go. Get blasted, get blasted. I don't know the best way to, like, destroy these little dudes. You can damage them, I guess, just by shooting, but it seems like really hard to do for some reason. They are tiny lads, so I can never read piano music and still can't and probably never will. I mean, if you really wanted to, I'm sure you could, but it's truthfully one of those things that's not really, it's not overly complicated. It's just hard to do quickly and it takes practice. But every good boy does fine, so you know what I mean? All right, there we go, there we go. Also face. No, I did not mean the control beam. I mean, I guess I'll do it now, but bang. Wow, that was awful. Lock on, good grief. Let's see, can we just like lock it in real quick before the swarm comes back? Ooh, we might be able to. Hold on, hold on. Might be able to. Oh, that was awful. Oh my gosh, I got tangled up. Okay, well that was awful. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, we gotta destroy some of these little guys. It's just too much, man. Is this another case of just beam spam for the win? Maybe, possibly. Nope, nope, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. These guys are so much like the virus dudes from Prime 2. Too much little dude. And bam. Okay. Got shot with a beam as soon as I let it go. That's nice. Very cool. Very nifty. I don't know how I still have a shot left, but I'll take it. You remember being taught every good boy deserves fudge? I have heard it several different ways. It was every good boy does fine for me, but there are several ways that people learn it, which is fun. Does this game have super missiles? I think it does, but I think they still kind of suck. I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly. I learned how to play Dirtmouth from Hollow Knight by just hearing it and seeing a little bit. That's awesome. I'm very much like a from my ear kind of guy too. It's a cool power to have, but it also kind of makes you a little lazy on learning the real way sometimes, at least for me. But yeah, it's really cool to be able to do that. You're gonna hop off. All right, we'll catch you later. Thanks for popping in. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's like it's a really good extra tool in the toolbox, but it's easy to use it as a crutch too, and then just be like, I don't need to do the real stuff, and then some things you do kind of need the real stuff, and then you're like, well, crap. Actually, it probably would have been a good idea. But as long as you're mindful of that, yes, it's very helpful. Apparently when I was a kid, I was even kind of like finding little simple songs by ear just on like toy, you know, xylophones or whatever. I've always just sort of had like the ear for it. I don't know. Since I don't really do it for like a band kind of thing, that's just what I do. Yeah. I never was in like, I've been in like the worship teams and stuff at churches, but I've never been like in band, you know, like I'm not a band kid or whatever. I wasn't in that. And the piano, I had lessons. Guitar, I had a little bit of lessons, but not a lot. And then we ended up moving. And so then I just was pretty much self-taught. And that's kind of how I've been for it ever since. I was always afraid of like making it too serious of a thing and then starting to kind of like resent it a little bit, you know, like turning it into too much of work or like making it feel like school or something and not just enjoying it. I was always kind of worried about that and tried not to make it too much of a chore. So I probably could have improved a lot more than what I have over the years in a lot of different ways, but I'm just trying to have a good time with it. Not trying to be the best there ever was, like a Pokemon trainer. I was a band kid, and that's what it turned into for me, unfortunately. Yeah, that's what I was always worried about. Just making it work. I didn't want that to happen. Just wanted it to be like a fun hobby. That's probably how I would describe myself too. I don't think I have perfect pitch by any means. I mean, I definitely don't, but I can sort of do that a little bit. I can find, like if I hear a part, I can find it pretty quickly most of the time, not always, but stuff like that. All right, I'm trying to at least like get in here. 'Cause I'm pretty sure we got the thing to ride through the lava now. Skirt, skeet, skirt, skeet, skirt, scoot. This is the save. Yes. Okay, we're gonna hit the save again. We do be gonna hit the save. I hate these guys so much. Why am I so stuck on the wall? Goodness. Wait, I have Frosties. I have Frosty the Snowman beams. Stop. Gosh, you two are freaking annoying. Oh my goodness. Those guys are awful on hard mode. They're actually so bad. Moreover, it turned into now I had to be a part of everything band related in my local area. That gets a little bit too much after a while. Yeah, it just becomes kind of like too much. Much too muchness. Much too much muchness. Okay. Alright, I just want to make sure at least that we have this upgrade, because I'm pretty sure we do. We're definitely not going to get through this whole area this stream, because I'm going to need to eat. But I at least want to make sure that we have the upgrade like it said. Skirt, skirt. Pretty sure that we do. I don't know that I can do... Yeah, we do. Okay, sick. I don't think I can do this yet, though, can I? I think it's like Power Bomb or something. Rockfall, high-powered explosives. Yeah, we do not have that. But we can go this way. This mode is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of sort of nifty with it. I don't remember if we can do anything over here. There's some stuff. Does this just kind of shoot me back across? Yeah. I don't even think that gives me an item. I think it literally just shoots me across. Here's the robot man who shows us where everything is, which is nice. This is Oh, yeah, because we don't have that yet. Okay. Yep. Can't do that, but I think we can do this. Don't think there's an item, though. I think this is literally just like a fast way through. If I recall correctly. Oh, there is an item. Okay. Looks like something else you remember from a different game. Can't put your finger on it. That happens to me sometimes, too. Just played too many games, I guess. Oh, maybe it doesn't even go back across. It just goes straight back the other way. Nice. Well, that works. All right. Turn on this elevator. I want to get lifted. Here we go. The only thing I really remember primarily about this area is that this is where we have to fight like the fake Silux with the ship. Oh yeah, and we're getting the distress signal. This is where the big dude is, right? Big man, bro guy. Or is it the girl? No, it's both of them. I'm pretty sure it's both of them. Okay. Federation distress signal is distressing. Bomb? Not bomb? Oh, not bomb. How do I do this? Oh, flammable. Durr. Why would you use a flammable material to block off a hole in a volcanic area? That's a question that I have for whoever designed that. Like, yeah, this will work. This will definitely last for a long time in this volcanic place. The flammable mesh door. It's beautiful. It's perfect. I can't imagine anything working better. Bang, you're dead. Yeah, we don't question the logic, no. Trust them, it was the best option they had, for sure. Alright, now we're chilling on the security shutter. And break through the glass. Get out, get out, get out. Oh, I think this is just boost ball, right? Yeah. We just get boosted. Beautiful. Nice. And then another elevator. This looks exactly like the first room that we were in. It's like actually identical. All right. Is there a save room before we end up with a fight, or do we just have to do a fight first? I don't remember. This terminal be broken. I see that. Ugh. Another one of these copy-paste elevators. Okay. Ooh. Nice. We're finding several upgrades, I feel like. We're definitely not 100%ing, but I think we're doing better than the first run that I had. Probably just because I somewhat remember where things are. Oh, now I'm just going back through. What happens if I just walk back? Something trigger or no? We've made some progress, but I don't think we're supposed to just go all the way back right now. But maybe we are. Maybe there's something that opened. No. I don't think so. I guess we're not exactly where we were trying to be. It wants us to go... Well, it wants us to go that way, though. Are we supposed to be up top? Someplace? I don't think I can get there, though. Okay, this had to have gone somewhere else back here. I can't remember. Let's get lifted again real quick. We'll do a little more poking around. I'm just trying to remember what the end goal was there, because I know we sort of like opened a lot of these ways through. Wait, why are you back, homeboy? Get out of here. We also opened this one. Didn't want to open. Ow. Because we came back through there, which is weird. Okay. Oh, I think I see what I was missing. There was a door back this way. Yep, that's what we missed. Okay. I think I did that the first time too, like the exact same thing. Took the way back first instead of actually going through. What the heck? Don't record me without my consent. What is that? Oh. More flammable mesh. Definitely an item in here. There we go. Gorgeousness. I don't know how much shot stuff we're actually going to use, because I don't think that's really particularly good against Silux, but at least we have some if we need it. Yeah, I remember opening that door with some of these guys. Oh boy. Are you bigger than normal? I think you are. You have a bigger head. Oh yeah, you're much bigger. Oh. Heavy maintenance tank. He's a heavy boy. Can I freeze you? Is that possible? Not really. Oh crap, and there's multiple. Ah! Try for the head a little bit, if possible. I'm missing my shots completely. Hold on, give me some of this health. I mean, do I literally just dodge spam like everything else? Is that what we just need to do? You can do some missiles, but it just doesn't feel worth it. It's just the way. You're not even attacking me right now. Why are you not attacking me? Are you glitched? What is going on? I'm just shooting him in the face repeatedly. Why is he... What? Okay. He just broke. That was weird. I'm gonna sneeze again. Oh my gosh. Wait. Wait. Ah. Oh my gosh. I hate that. Okay. That is not the save room. Is there a save room on the other side though? I really want to say that there was one. Yes. Okay, perfect. We're taking it. Ah! No, no, no! Stop it. Alright, now we're chilling. Now we're good. Alright, I'm going to lock in the save here, and then we're going to go ahead and hop off for today. We made some good progress, though. We finished Ice Belt, and then now we're in Flare Pool. We have the upgrade that we need, so we should be able to easily clear it next time and keep going. But I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good weekend. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.